Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another World Betrayed DLC preview, and today we'll be covering the preeminent commander, Yuan Shao. So Yuan Shao is once again a returning faction from the 190 start. His faction didn't get many changes in this new DLC. They just pretty much refreshed his starting position to reflect the historical accuracies of 194. He will probably get a big makeover in the next DLC, as if we fast forward the timeline to around 199 to 200 before the Battle of Guandu. It's the epic showdown between Yuan Shao and Cao Cao that would determine the fate of pretty much 2/3 of China. So that's probably when he will get a big makeover, but we're already starting to see some of those potential changes come in for this DLC. So we'll talk about that. But first, looking at his character, his starting situation is easy. He's still our commander, with +6 morale and -50% recruitment and upkeep cost for Captain Retinues as his background bonus. And Captain Retinues, if you guys don't remember, are these general replacements that can summon a full retinue of units into your armies. Now his faction specialization is Lineage. Lineage is very similar to Legitimacy from Yuan Shao. It's a resource that you will be using to recruit new characters. You'll use it as a optional occupation option here after you take a settlement. It allows you to resupply basically, and you can start out the game by forging alliances, and you gain lineage through members of your alliance or members of coalitions that you initiate using your faction. You can also gain lineage through their unique building, which is the Yuan Administrative Office, which once again replaces your administrative office chain. It gives you income from all sources, public order, like the normal administrative office, but also provides a little bit of lineage. His faction unique units are the captain retinues, not mercenary, they're captain retinues here. And his units are warriors of Ye and defenders of Hebei. Now Ye reflects onto the city over here. It's one of the major cities in the north, and it's been historical capital for many different kingdoms. And defenders of Hebei, He means river, Bei means north, so defender of north of the river, which is basically referring to the Yellow River here. And you can see Yuan Shao's region is pretty much the area north of the river. He also has secure, which we talked about, is his optional occupation option that allows you to get replenishment and military supply gains, but will cost your lineage. He doesn't have any new character models, but like I said, I believe in the next DLC he'll probably receive a treatment that's very much similar to how Sun Ce got a treatment and how Wu got so many generals. I believe Wen Chou here, Yan Liang, Tian Feng, Zhang He will all get portraits, if not more characters. So definitely keep your eye out for potential 200, 198, 199, depending on where they want to set the starting point for the conflict down the line. So that's pretty much it. Let's jump in the game to see how he plays in A World Betrayed. We'll be doing this once again on Legendary 40 minutes. So see y'all in the game.
今天下虽战乱不休，然主公精明强干，在冀州建立起了稳固的基业。
我的确已做了不少事，但却未能阻止天下大乱。西部的群山之中，到处都是匪盗。高干虽非无能之辈，但此刻我也不得不施以援手了。
或许如此，然而，现下南方的曹操正忙于镇压吕布的叛乱，而主公与吕布又有旧怨，不如借机出兵援助曹操。
此言正合我意。然而眼下臧洪叛乱之事迫在眉睫，此人傲慢狂妄，竟敢与我分庭抗礼，我绝不容忍此等叛徒行径。
确是如此，待眼下之事告一段落，主公应将目光投向孔融，此人治下之地可谓唾手可得。
诸事纷乱复杂，却都至关紧要，我绝不能置身事外。须得稳固势力，扩大影响， 方能使天下重归一统。
Alrighty, so once again, I believe this is a similar bug to the Chengyu bug that happens with Cao Cao's faction, where Pang Ji leaves on turn 1. It must be a satisfaction issue with the new title system. I have reported this and hope they fix it. So Pang Ji here is probably even more familiar with, if you guys read the novel, you might have thought his name was Feng Ji, because that character in modern day reads like Feng, but actually in the old text, similar how the measurement of the rice is called dan, even though you read it, it looks like shi. It had a different pronunciation back then. So Pang Ji is what you would typically think is Feng Ji. Anyways, he should be with us. He's one of our well-known strategists, but he leaves us on turn 1. Hopefully they get this fixed by the time it's released. And you have Rise of the Dragon. China has only continued to slip into farther chaos. Yuan Shao, there is still much to do. Although the tyrant is dead, his absence has only caused more madness. The traitor Lu Bu roamed wild, and all around you, warlords rise. You could still salvage this land. In fact, only you can. Crush the rebels. Be wary of Zhang Yan and Gong Sun Zan to the north. Help your son Yuan Tan secure his position. Okay. So our first battle is to fight Zhang Hong. He is rebelling here in Taishan, and we get taste of victory. So let's take a look at the history that we are jumping into. So previously, Yuan Shao as the leader of the coalition, the 190 coalition of 18 different warlords to attack Dongzhuo. That coalition fell apart as everyone's interests kind of, scattered. And now, in 194, okay, we had Chinese text on, but it doesn't matter. In 194, we find ourselves controlling a large region in the north. And the person we had to take down to achieve this is a man named Han Fu. Now, I'm sure you remember him as part of our early game dilemma in 190. And basically with Han Fu's situation is that we are new to the north. We got the city of Bohai as one of our administrative commanders. That was the commander that we were assigned to. We arrived here and immediately we realized that we had way too many men in our army. Yuan Shao was very ambitious in gathering a large army, but we didn't have the food to supply them. So Han Fu was someone who's governing over a large piece of land in this region, kind of breadbasket territory, right? So we, asked him to supply us food. In the beginning, he was very kind to do so, but eventually he started cutting back on the amount of food he was providing us because he was starting to get worried that we were going to grow too much in size. So one of our strategists, if we look here, we have a ton of strategists. One of our strategists in our court, it's Jiu Shuo right here, right? Jiu Shuo here, came up with this brilliant plan actually, he did come up with a brilliant plan. His plan was to, we need to control the north first, go down, rescue the emperor from the capital, move him to Luoyang, restore the former capital, and then we can rule as this very powerful region. Brilliant plan. We didn't listen to him. We listened to him halfway, right? We listened to the first part where we have to conquer the north first, but we didn't go rescue the emperor when the opportunity arose. But the person who came up with the plan to take down Han Fu is actually Pang Ji, who is no longer with us. That's why we don't see him in the court. As you can see, we had tons of different strategists and characters here. All of them are generic. I hope many of them will get their own portrait in the next DLC. But regardless, we came up with a plan to destroy Han Fu, as in we asked Gong Sun Zan to the north to conquer Han Fu together. We'll split his land. Gong Sun Zan agreed, started attacking Han Fu. Han Fu started losing, and before we even sent men, Han Fu wrote a letter over to us and asked if he could just confederate with us. And that was kind of the move that we took, and it really, really made Gong Sun Zan super mad because we were supposed to attack together and split it, and now we made him look like the bad guy. And That's why the conflict between Gongsun and Yuan Shao has existed ever since. So that's one of our enemies to the north. Now, obviously, another reason why we don't like him is because his boss, Liu Yu, was someone who, from the imperial line, that we wanted to support as a potential candidate as emperor, but Gongsun had him killed. So that's another thing we don't like about him. To our northwest, we have bandits in the mountain. Right, bandits in the mountains are our main concern. Zhang Yan here in the Black Mountains kind of overextended and incurred our wrath. And although we won many victories against his men, we exhausted our armies as well. So we kind of entered in this uneasy peace in between the land. And the person who we sent responsible to contain them is our nephew, Gao Gan over here. That's why in the game, I think his character has royal nephew as royal nephew as his background title. He's our nephew, Yuan Shao's nephew. So Yuan Shao's nephew is one of our vassals in the beginning. If you look at diplomacy, Gao Gan right here, and historically we sent him to take care of Zhang Yan. Another vassal we see here on the map is Yuan Tan, and if we go back to the core screen, to the family tree, he is our oldest son. And you can see he's now has a title of unfavored son. And that's indeed the case. We have 3 sons here, Yuan Tan, Yuan Xi, and Yuan Shao. Of the 3, as you can see from who's heir, we like Yuan Shao. And that's partially because our late wife, our second wife, Lady Liu here, likes Yuan Shao as well. So to kind of push for him to take over, we send our oldest son out to his own territory as our excuse to let him build character. So we send him to this region here and tasked him with attacking, putting down Zan Hong's rebellion right now, but eventually to attack Kongrong to capture what's called the Qing province. And Yuan Tan did super well. Yuan Tan not only took down the rebellion, conquered Kongrong, but also took out Tian Kai. Tian Kai is Gongsun Zan's vassal, and kind of provided this whole region for us, and we made him the governor of the Qing province as a reward, but we kind of never intended to give him the heir slot. And to get rid of our second son, Yuan Xi, after we conquered Gongsun Zan, which took a couple years. I think we don't officially destroy Gongsun Zan until about 198 in history. This area is called the Yu province, Youzhou, right? So we see that name being used as a commandery name, but Zhou means province in Chinese. So Youzhou is Yu province. It's this whole region over here. And after we conquered it, we sent Yuan Xi as the governor to this region. So we basically dumped 2 of our older sons out of the main region. We put our nephew in place to our west, and then we only kept our favorite son, Yuan Shao, here at court with us. He doesn't even have a title, but he is a clerk in the game right now. So you do get -2 construction time on turn 1, which is pretty neat. I don't like sentinels as heir because I feel like commanders just do better. So most likely what I will do is I will swap him. But before I swap him, maybe do a lot of construction on turn 1 just to take advantage of this construction time bonus. But that's more gameplay rather than history. So as you can see, setting up our sons like this have a lot of issues, and that's going to flare up post Yuan Shao's death. As many of members of our court took their pick of which son to support. For example, Xin Ping here supported our oldest son, Yuan Tan, alongside a very famous strategist that I'm surprised is not here. His name is Guo Tu. I don't see him in our starting list, but he tag team with Yuan Tan. Maybe Yuan Tan has him. That might be a case. Maybe he's given to Yuan Tan's faction. I'm not sure about that, but what I really want to see CA do is that in the future start for the next DLC, instead of giving Yuan Shao everything in the north, minus the Black Mountains, give him more vassals like what they did with Yuan Tan. Put Yuan Xi over here, right? And then put Yuan Shao here with just Yuan Shao. Keep Gao Gan here. And then when Yuan Shao dies, Yuan Shao takes over, and it's a battle between 3 brothers. And some of the officers could flee to the other brothers if they support them. So that's kind of the story here. A few other characters we should really touch on is Xu You. So Xu You here, invertebrate schemer. So obviously it's a kind of negative connotation to him. He grew up with Yuan Shao and Cao Cao. As you remember, Yuan Shao and Cao Cao are childhood friends, right? They went to kind of school together in the capital, and he did too. And so did someone named Zhang Miao, who we covered in Cao Cao's preview video. And after, all the coalition business, he joined Yuan Shao over here. But there are so many strategists in this court, and each of them kind of had their different support, and they, battle each other out. One of these strategists, who is a champion in the game, is called Shen Pei. Now, Shen Pei here is the dependable, but in my opinion, he's not so dependable. He's not only not so dependable, he's not very bright. Maybe that's why he's not a strategist in the game. He came up with a lot of plans that didn't work. For example, when the emperor was available for capture, Jiu Shuo kind of argued that we need to go get the emperor now. But there were people like Shen Pei, Guo Tu. Although Guo Tu's version is a little different, there's like conflicting report whether he's supported or not. And this guy, Chun Yu Chung, he also kind of pushed for not going to save the emperor, because his argument was that it's better for us to be the replacement emperor, kind of pull a Yuan Shu type of move, that we don't need to support the Han anymore. And he is kind of also connected to Cao Cao. Pretty much everyone in this court is connected to Cao Cao in some way because how close Yuan Shao and Cao Cao were. So he was also one of the 8 captains of the guards of the West Palace alongside Cao Cao. And he is called the drunken incompetent because he will have the unlucky job of defending a place called Wu Chao. And Wu Chao was the place where Yuan Shao stored all his military supplies and food during the Battle of Guandu. And famously, Cao Cao's smaller force was able to defeat Yuan Shao because Cao Cao was able to locate this place, raid it, and burn the place down. And during that battle, he had his nose chopped off by Cao Cao's men. Cao Cao's men actually chopped off all the nose and ears of all the men defending it and sent it to Yuan Shao's camp as a way to cause fear and decrease their morale. And he was captured after having his nose cut off and brought back to Cao Cao. And Cao Cao basically wanted to spare him, but there were many around Cao Cao who warned him that he will look in the mirror and be reminded of what happened to him every day. So it's better off to just have him killed. So I guess they're kind of blaming on drinking for him to get raided. It's not entirely his fault. Yuan Shao never thought Wu Chao would get discovered and never defended it very heavily. But unfortunately for him, Shen Pei, who we just talked about not being too dependable, actually got into a conflict with Xu You over here right before the battle and imprisoned some of Xu You's family, who he claimed had broken the law. It really made him mad, and he left Yuan Shao and joined Cao Cao and basically told Cao Cao where Yuan Shao kept all the supplies and enabled this stunning victory over a much larger force. So these are all stories probably better saved for the next DLC. So let's just get playing here. So we find ourselves with a lot of land, but a lot of problems as well, because we are at war, right? Diplomacy with pretty much everyone around us. So a lot of fire to put out in the beginning, starting with Zhang Hong, who is the smallest fire. And then we probably just want to use our sun to take care of the other fires. Okay, we do get a few items. Huh. We don't have any cunning stat boost. Okay, got terrible items to start, but that's fine. We're just gonna jump into this fight, maybe after trade. Ideally, we're probably just gonna trade with our 2 vassals, and we can kind of check their items in case they got better ones than us. They did, but it's fine. Oh, you're poor, son. Okay. Maybe you're just resenting dad. I understand. Oh wow, come on.
算是谈妥了。
And our nephew?
请进，朋友。
You seem more generous, but also poor. I guess it's all these farmland commanderies in the north. 500. Yeah, definitely poor. Okay. We did the trade. I don't need the court done right now. We'll get the fighting done. I think we'll just delegate this. It's not a really big fight. We do start out with 2 trebuchets, which are nice, so you definitely could fight this super clean. This is secure and occupy, 30 lineage for, you know, faction support, military supply, replenishment of the garrison, and replenishment of your units. We don't need that. Not here. So we destroyed his faction. And reach Marquis, not too hard. Men of Peace falls. So destroy Kongrong. Now we don't really have to do this ourselves. We can send our son to do this. We can give him targets in diplomacy. Right, we can tell him to attack. And he will do our bidding. And we will go and take care of his issue behind and pass the land to him. Maybe just give him Pingyuan and we'll take Bohai. And then we'll go north and take care of Gongsun-zan first. There's many ways to play this. I think you just, you know, they say it's easy, but it could be messy with so many different, you know, you have a very big border to protect. But ideally, you just want to send your men out to do your biddings for you. Now, unfortunately here, I believe this is the startup setup fight for Zhang Yan, and he will definitely probably crush this army. And that's just nothing you can do about that. But you can probably give them an order to diplomacy. There they are. We can ask them to, you know, focus on some easier targets maybe. They can lose some. We'll get it back for them later. We'll take care of Gongsun-zan first. Zhang Yan's always this menace that you can never take care of. We have tons of commanderies to deal with as well. We can do this. So we can give him Taishan and ask him for some of his items, like the builder and this guy, who's underrated because population now is super good. So labor recruiters, much better than you think. What else can we do? I feel like I'm crippling my son here, but it's 56. That's fine. We gave him land, you know? We're gonna give him more land eventually too. Alright, and that saved us from managing 1 extra territory. So how many administrators we have? We probably have 1, and Chancellor, okay. Yuan Shao is, so we get faster builds right now. I feel like we should get rid of him as heir, and then maybe just put him in as a administrator somewhere. Although champion administrators are better. Yeah, we can get rid of this tag and just make him administrator. Wow, Ventral's traits are so bad. So everyone's skill tree here is a plain old skill tree. It's nothing too great. Okay, local commandery boost. That's not bad. That's a very good ability here. +5 satisfaction for all character and local commandery. That's actually quite good. Forthright advisor. Okay, so they refreshed all the backgrounds for these guys, And I would say it's pretty neat. This is still the same. Zhang He doesn't have a unique skill. He should definitely get a huge makeover in the next DLC, because he's set up to join Cao Cao and have a wonderful career in Cao Cao's army. Okay, so I don't see anyone who is like off the bat super good for administrative duty. Yuan Shao might be the best one if we're thinking about a peasantry commandery, which we have tons of. Yeah. So which one is our best commandery here? How did they build these? Anping is our best one. It's a farmland. Well, every one of these are farmland commanderies, which is a livestock farm in Zhongshan. And they made it high fertility. Right, there's a lot of these updates. But they build it like a they build like a industry commander. That's strange. That is very strange indeed. We don't have the fishing port. Okay, I guess if I'm going to develop one, this is going to be the one to develop in the beginning. So Yuan Shao, I guess you're coming here. Construction cost, building upkeep. Wow, it's so bad. All these stats are so bad. His instincts, his expertise got dropped too low with the armor. So I think we'll go with this version. Actually, this version might be better. Right, then he has at least 2% discount. And then we can just boost a lot of population with this. And give him this. So then just drive it for population growth. Builders are... I mean, if you compare the two, it used to be builders absolutely better, right? Because you do the construction time. But now this might be a lot better. Because once you hit 1 million population, you get an extra build. Which I think is better than -1 construction time. Because you can have simultaneous builds. Alright, so now we kind of made him a little bit more respectable. Wait, was there... Oh, there was expertise on this. Oh, then it's better. 2% versus still 5k. Alright, so now he's ready to take his job here. There we go. What to do? We'll demolish this. We'll defend it using an army. And we'll upgrade this. And we'll build tax collector and slowly shift this. We'll get rid of this building. We'll keep this for the item that it can generate. And then we'll upgrade the commandery and put in a government support and land development. Super weird. Alright. Put here for income. Alright, this is commerce. Commerce is not bad. Private workshop, I guess. Yeah, these pre-builds are driving me insane. Anyways, so this is our faction unique unit building. Once we get it into a small regional city here, we can upgrade it to tier 3 and then you start getting lineage. Right now, our only lineage gain is by having Yuan Shao on the map. Do not recall Yuan Shao when playing as Yuan Shao. Because if he's not deployed in the army, you lose 5 lineage. And 5 lineage is enough to counteract the decay in the second tier. Once you hit 3rd tier, you need other factors to counteract it. But and if you ever use any to drop below, you'll bounce back. +3 every turn. There's no bonuses in that tier, but yeah, just having Yuan Shao on the map is enough to bounce it back. The bonuses are quite nice. You know, salary decrease, replenishment boost, and reduced cost to recruit the captain retinues. Okay, so how do we approach this? So this army, we're gonna walk them back to this. We're planning to start a new army, and we probably want to get our economy. Yeah, let me get the buildings done first. Farmland, industry. They really like these industry buildings, which is awkward. government support and get rid of this. And then build tax here. And maybe build a forge or conscription here. We'll put our other son here because there's actually some peasantry here. Okay, and Anping. Wow, they really do like to spam industry. Oh, actually, 115, 85. Right, we shouldn't have one here. There we go. This peasantry will go up because we're actually building peasantry here. 300 industry. Yeah, we can make him boost industry here. Just trying to get some income. Oh, we also have a farmer, don't we? Ooh. That might be super useful. Okay. Let's do this because we want to switch this to a green commander pretty much. Okay. We don't have to cancel this because we are applying the clerk bonus this turn, so it's still worth it to build it this turn like this. I think I'm gonna get rid of this for now. We don't need it right now. We'll get it when we go tall. You can't upgrade to level 3 until you are a small regional city. Okay, we are gonna wait on this tall build idea. Alright, fine. I'm happy with where the buildings are. Let's let Mom take over for a bit. I know he's gonna be a little sad. But he'll bounce back. Where's Mom? Make sure you have the right items. Right. And we'll get you leveled up. And we'll try to summon a new army. We could boost peasantry, because we do have tons of peasantry. He's not available right now. We probably want him. We want someone who's a champion, so they can give us more peasantry missions. Let's use him. Okay, assign a character to Grand Commandant. Wait, what's the reward? Okay, population growth. I would do it actually, because we might be recruiting armies very soon. Maybe just Yanliang, and then we can get rid of his title, which will save us some money back. Take you off. Yeah, but he'll still be fine. Recently demoted sucks, but he'll be okay. We made him administrator. Yes, cost saving in all fronts. Yeah, I think the satisfaction will be okay. No big deal. I believe that's everything we need to do on turn 1. Yep, happy with it. Let's continue. Although we have a lot of unhappy officers. Alright, Yuan Shao declare war on Liu Chong. So our sons are already disobeying us. That's the target. Where are you going? I'm not fighting that for you. Huh. Alright, if we can't heal here, we might as well sail.
正在行进。
Alright, this way we can attack it next turn. We can't recruit anyone new here, it's fine. See, a few characters available in court. Yeah, we're gonna pass. Now, Gongsun is busy fighting him for now. Zhang Yan beat that army. I send him here. We got an item. Clay warriors. Okay. You can use that. Oh, we probably should pull him onto the field. I want him in my army. Or do I? I want him in a army. Wait, he doesn't... I guess it just removes his desire for higher office. Disinherited. Okay, we need to pick out basically a new army. Maybe him, just because he's mad. To fight these guys. And defend our cities. Alright, he can keep them happy even though they don't get along, it's fine.
立刻群敌。
This would be a rivalry setup. Let's have some love here. Yeah, melee evade. Ooh, that's a good. They have some really interesting bonuses. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of these units for now. Just using the deployment slots to get them out. We have a lot of cash that we start out with, so we'll be okay. Who has reach? He has reach. Alright, you lead. And he's gonna make them happy too, because he has +5 satisfaction. Yeah, for the traits, other effects. Oh, trait from people. Basically, he would make this army happy. Which is good. Now, for the unhappy people, he'll get removed from office and disinherited soon. It's okay. At worst, we give him like some sort of assignment to do. Let's get rid of this. And we'll upgrade this while we wait. Over here, tax collection. And we can keep this, because eventually, you know, corruption reduction. So it's not a terrible build to build industry everywhere. Alright, they're going to attack them. That's everything. Alright, we're good. Let's continue. Alright. New item, forge from the forge building. Okay, this is the new thing with the forge building. And there we go. Very awesome item. Who is our administrator? Here, take a huge chunk of resolve. Although it will lower your expertise. Yeah, maybe that's not good. Maybe we should just put it in the guy in the army. Let him be a little stronger on the battlefield. Alright, this will make the recruitment cheaper. High instinct. Extra charge doesn't hurt. Okay. Okay, these guys aren't on the battlefield, so we're going to strip them off for now. And give it to the guy who is. Okay. The terrain's this bad? Takes us 2 more turns to get there? That's ridiculous. What's our reforms? Because I could wait a turn to get this one if we don't have it. Okay, we do have it. So we get 8%. Okay, we got the salary decrease. We're going up the income tree. Getting a little bit of discount on recruitment. Okay. So technically we could start recruiting. They could... Oh, the reach is wonderful. How much money are we talking about? Okay, it's super cheap. Alright, that's as much we can afford in terms of retinue upkeep. They'll heal up and go attack Dai. And it's okay. Early economy is driven by free buildings. Will be okay. Oh, the problem here is though, we have the farmer active, so we might as well build green buildings first. The forge is really nice. We need to build tall here so we get more slots. Because I don't want to tear... I guess we could tear this down for now. It does hurt our income, but we can build a tax collection here. Yeah. Sad, but I think it's the right thing to do. I think that's it. We're good. Let's continue. Alright, Zhengjiang declares war on Lü Bu. Sure thing. Wow. Oh. Pengji is back. He went to Cao Cao. You back as a spy? Yeah, a little uncomfortable about recruiting him back. Okay, we'll pass for now. Alright, we'll get that next turn. Alright, whenever they're ready. We'll get another trade route. Get our economy going here. Yeah, this can't wait one more turn. Because we barely have level 1 tax collections. Oh no, we don't have a viable target. That's a concern. Alright, that's fine. Can't do anything about that. Alright, let's upgrade. This is State Workshop. And then we want to get rid of this. Not this turn, but next turn. And then build a forge here. Because then it actually makes sense. Industry, commerce, forge. That's all. Let's continue. Alrighty, we're back. Oh, he summoned the army himself. Okay. Well, he'll die to our trebuchet. Yeah, very low level commander. Sun. Oh, I guess he is creating an army. That's not gonna beat that. Alright. Anyone defending? Oh, wow. It's okay. It's not a bad fight. Especially if they're not healed. Large town. Yeah, not too bad. Alright. Ooh. We got another problem. Bandits raiding us. Well, army number 3. Yanliang Wenchuo. And then we're too poor. Okay. The army's not strong, right? So all we really need to do is have these 2 generals kind of guard the livestock farms retinue. Yeah, it's a fair enough fight. Alright, let's bounce our economy back before we go on. Let's continue. Oh, I forgot to move this, but it auto-moved because I had it selected. So we do have to fight this fight before we end our turn, which is fine. I'm going to fight it and cut it out to save us a little time, because it's not too hard, but I don't want to waste too much time sieging. So see you guys at the end. Alrighty. So we wipe them out. Not too hard. Got a stone pig. Just occupy. I think we're gonna actually trade this to our son.
宇成大业，请君三思。
Alright, Zanba wants non-aggression pact with us. Reject. Okay. Tiankai has died in that battle. Wife takes over. Alright, mess going on in the capital. Gongsun has foolishly marched down with a half army. Our ambush tricked him. He's on march too, so that's an easy wipe. He's just continuing to raid. We have the cash to actually recruit some units this time. That should be enough with the garrison if he wants to come closer. It is hurting our public order by a lot because of the raiding plus local force, but that's fine. We're here to farm rebels too. So we just wipe him out, foolishly advancing. Save us some time.
万民之声不可小觑。
Guanjing, useless strategist. You can go back. Actually, Actually, you can die.
不能再消耗物资看压他们了。正在行进。
I don't think Gongsun has that many strategists. He might not be able to replace him.
廉洁奉公，忍受苦难。
Alright, we'll be after him. We'll get to heal in our own territory. He doesn't. His vassal is about to get destroyed by us. Alright, we get night battle here. Or maybe you should get some defense going here. That's fine. See, our sons already know we're giving it to him. He's ready to come here to claim it.
请进，
Here.
朋友。
It's better that he has it. He gets full set here. And then we can give him the resource he needs to destroy Kongrong. We'll keep the Bohai to ourselves. Do you still have any items you're not using? Not quite. How's your economy doing? A little bit better? Max out at 220. Oh, his economy is doing so bad. Okay. So maybe we shouldn't exploit him. What should we do here? I mean, am I that gracious of a dad? He's not even that thankful. Plus 14? You know what? We'll let you keep 5 points. See, still the same increase, because 5 to 15 is the same. I know it's half of his income, or half his treasury, but it's fine. He'll be okay. He'll get over it. We're giving him per turn income. Oh, level up. Get these leadership skills picked up. He has that armor waiting for him. And we got one of these last turn. Okay, we got that one before in our previews. We can invoke new missions, upgrade settlements, not too hard, raise a force. That's a little harder. That's a little harder. What we could do is raise a separate force and join them, like this. That way we get this bonus. And then we just pop them in with them as the strategist. Yeah, let's go for it. They can counterattack with that army. Yeah, so you do start out pretty easy. You have a pretty big economy base, and you have some friends. Hopefully they can do stuff for you. Hopefully. Gaogan here, he's building up, so maybe he is going to counterattack the Iron Mine. But maybe with Zhang Yan out there, we can give him a new target. This one right here. Because we can take this one ourselves. So yeah, let's take another turn. Let's wipe out Tiankai's faction and then just end our... I don't think we're getting any new missions until the one we destroy Kongrong, but I tend to want to clear up, you know, our backyard here. You know, take care of all the situations here before we go down. Especially the fact that Liu Bei is also a mess down there. So let's continue. Alright. So chaos in the capital. Separatists formed. Yep, they became a military alliance. So it's so weird, you know, for if you play as any other AI faction other than the Obey, they get into alliance. But if you play as the Obey, follow the story is abandoning Cornwall. Alright, tax collector attack sucks because we don't have much cash right now, but can't do much about that. Our administrator can use some extra resolve. So they're gonna set up to attack Dai before they build up a new army here. They're gonna take this over. Alright, let's give us more food. Tenkai's faction is gone. And we can go attack their capital with this army. So Gongsun Zan's days are up too. Zhang Yan has left. Done raiding, huh? Very annoying. But he is done raiding. Okay, so this army will rest up a little bit, and then they can play to help us take down Gongsun Zan first before going to take down Zhang Yan. We'll just take the outer rims here. Yeah, so that's pretty much how you play as Yuan Shao. I think we're already pretty set up. We'll be able to wipe out Gongsun Zan within the next, 2-3 turns. And then we can turn our focus on Zhang Yan and also on Gongsun Du over here. We definitely want to take all of the land in the north. And then we just expand down. And we're going to be a very powerful force with control of this whole region. So that's why we're such a big threat. It looked so good for us until Gongdu happened and Cao Cao took us down and took control of this entire area and setting himself up as the predominant player after, controlling this whole region and then this whole region. So see you guys next time. Bye.